A single mother of a teenage daughter, Erica, who asked that we use her first name only, needs a car to get to work. She is one of an estimated 185,000 undocumented immigrants in the state.
It's impossible, definitely impossible to have the same life that I have right now without the car. Without the driver license or not, I'm driving.
From her home in Malden, she drives hundreds of miles a week to clean houses, to make meals for schools, to volunteer at a food pantry, and to take her daughter to school and doctor's appointments, always feeling scared and wishing.
I'd like that you don't see me or see us like a criminal.
The risk she faces is real, getting pulled over by police, arrested, and maybe even deported. But the option of not driving now carries a new risk in the pandemic: possible exposure to COVID on a crowded bus or train, or even by carpooling with others. This intersection of immigrant workers with the pandemic is fueling a renewed fight to change the state law and pass a bill that would allow unauthorized immigrants to get driver's licenses. 16 other states have passed similar laws, including neighboring Connecticut, New York, and Vermont.
So during a pandemic, many of these folks that have been hailed and praised as our essential workers, whether they're in the grocery store setting or working for food manufacturing or helping take care of our loved ones in long-term care facilities, these are the folks on the front lines. And how do we reward them? We tell them that they have to break the law in order to drive to work.
The bill is getting support on Nantucket, where there was a spike of 15 cases last month linked to immigrant workers sharing cars.
They were carpooling with the groups that did have licenses. So you were having 3 or 4 people in a vehicle together. If one of them ended up with COVID, then all 3 of them ended up with COVID.
Nantucket Health Director Roberto Santamaria says the island economy would grind to a halt without its immigrant workforce. And he sees driver's licenses as a vital tool for fighting spread of the virus.
And it's absolutely a public health issue because you're starting to huddle people together. It's in a pandemic, that's the worst thing you can do.
The latest push on Beacon Hill to change the law and allow unauthorized immigrants to get a driver's license is gaining support from dozens of police chiefs and Governor Baker's newly appointed Health Equity Task Force. But Baker hasn't budged from his stance a year ago.
My problem with giving license to people who are undocumented is just that. There's no documentation to back up the fact that they are who they say they are.
The governor may have the final say, but supporters hope they can gather enough votes to override his veto.